Hello, my dear friend. I hope that you're having a great time. Welcome to the channel. This is Amani. I'm always excited for another lesson about life. And today we're talking about creating a vision and why creating a vision is going to be one of the life-saving activity or life-saving decision that you will have ever made in your life. So remember that I always tell you your future does not exist. What exists is the effects of what you're doing in the present moment. And so the effects will just show up, and that shows that we don't know how to control the future. And the only thing that we know how to control is the present moment. So, before I proceed, my friend, let me ask you to do me a favor. So, when you subscribe to the channel, you are showing YouTube that you love the lessons if they create value to your life, and then YouTube can share it to many other people. And that's just the way you support the show grow. Thank you so much. So, when you don't have a vision, there is no way that you're going to to make the right decisions in the present moment. Because having a big vision is having something that you fear. If you don't have something that you fear, there is no way that you're going to behave very correct, very careful, because there is no value in that. But when there is a vision, you don't want to lose the vision, so you will do anything possible to protect your vision. That's what I want you to become today. Big dream. You don't want to miss the big dream. So you want to make sure anything that you're doing in a present moment aligns with where you want to go in the future. That's something that used to happen to me when I was just on the streets. I was young. I never thought about where my life was going to go. I never made any decision that I was like, you know what, I'm going to succeed. I want to call out whatever possible thing that can take me to another life experience. But by the time I realized that I was going to become one of the first people in my family to make use of education, to go to school and succeed, I realized that I had to make massive good decisions. And there was no problem at all. That's why I was able to spend 8 months in jail because I was living on the streets, but waiting for going back to school. And it was very, very amazing. So, my dear friend, are you willing and ready to do something like that? Because that's the only way that you can be able to know how to take care of your present moment. There is a lot of value in the present time that we always have. Because that's when you have the power of saying yes or saying no to your life. Otherwise, in the future, sometimes you don't have to say no because there is no way you are going to avoid something that is already coming from your past experience. If you didn't go to school, in the future, you don't expect to have a profession because you will need to use that education. You will need to show that you went to school for something, and that will never change. If you married crazy, you will never change that because that will forever be your wife. Or even if you divorce, that wife will still be your wife. So that will not change. And the same point, if you take drugs, you become addicted. At some point, it will be hard for you to change. I'm not saying people don't change from addiction, they can do, but it takes a lot. I use drugs and I understand that. So, my dear friend, creating a set of vision is the only way that you can live a best life for both the present and the future. So when you have a vision, you are also able to build or create or cultivate resilience in your life. Because you know there is a lot of good things ahead of you, if you meet a challenge, you are not going to allow it to deviate you from achieving your vision. I will give you an example. It will require hard work in understanding that you need to save, maybe for buying land for building your house. But if you don't have something in mind like that house you want, you might not be able to save enough to build, to buy land, or to invest. That is because there is nothing big that you're looking for. But if that big thing is there, it's hard to ignore, it's hard to avoid. So when you're working without having a big vision, you are not just working, you are just surviving, you're just there. You're not even living, you're just surviving because there is no big future, there's nothing ahead of you. That's when you see most of the people getting distracted. Because there is no vision in your life. That's why you are able to spend more than 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours per day watching football, watching movies. It's funny. Like, you find a guy that has owned Manchester in his mind. You find a guy that has owned what is that? Lakers, the basketball team. They even go on and say, you know, our Messi, our Ronaldo, our Neymar is doing well. And you find out, like, what's wrong with these guys? It's only because there is no vision in their life. They don't have anything that they are looking for. Anything to get by is just enough. These are the people that you're going to see doing everything as if they master everything. Because they don't know how to be successful in one thing when you have a vision. Someone is selling something today, someone is talking about something today, they have another thing tomorrow and another thing the next day. And you just wonder, where are they heading? Because there is no vision. Your life is going to be a mess no matter how hard you try, no matter how hard you do things. It is because everybody without a destination, you don't expect it to reach a destination. You just expect yourself to get stranded, to stay in the middle. There will never be anything happening to your life. So, my dear friend, I want to thank you again. Please do me a favor, subscribe to the channel. Let's keep winning. There is a lot more in the future, and we are ready to do it. So, this is Amani. I thank you so much again, and let's meet in the next video. Yeah.